you and your brother,
Same.
like, how did you guys lean on each other as kids?
Well, you know, my parents also like stressed and a lot about, you know, money was tough and just, you know, living paycheck to paycheck and my parents having several jobs and the stress of not having enough. It was like we were always kind of like on that edge. I think it really like weighed a lot on my parents. I mean, I know it did because they argued a lot about money. And so my brother was sort of like my person that you can kind of, that I could share with how I felt about it because, you know, you can't really like share your business with strangers or random people at school or what have you. So, yeah, we leaned on each other a lot when it was hard and it was hard a lot. So, and then I was sick a lot. I was in the hospital, like basically every time I got a cold, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Really?
And, you know, kids get sick all the time.
What did that do for your mentality? Do you think, as you look, as you reflect on, obviously going through it at the time, you're probably
I was
sucks.
miserable. Yeah, I
prayed a lot.
I prayed a lot that you know I could be a superhero. I just wanted to be a superhero. I just wanted to be someone that I wanted to be anybody else. And I thought if I had superhuman powers, like, wouldn't that be great? Because I just felt so weak. So I think, you know, for me, it made me even stranger, even more of a strange kid. Because I probably already started off a little bit weird and it made me even more off and isolated. And I always felt more comfortable with adults at an early age.
Was there anybody there to talk you through this? You'd say, hey, I'm feeling lonely or I'm feeling isolated. And
no.
Feelings of anger. I mean, anything that would come up, I could see that. I can only imagine as a child.
No, I mean, I think my family is sort of like kids don't speak unless they're spoken to. And you know, you don't eat what's on your plate. You know, sit there until
it's old school.
Yeah, really old school. And the man is the one that runs the household and he's the king of the household. And, you know, I don't think I ever saw my grandmother. So my dad got out of the military when I was 9 and we moved in with my grandparents, which is pretty normal for, I think, a lot of people. And so, you know, where I'm living in, like, essentially like the head of the household is my grandfather and my grandmother. And my grandmother is really like strong and hardcore and she like runs things. And she's going to be disapproving probably of a lot of things that my parents do and say, right? Because it's her rules and all of that. So living with like parents who were almost like kids in a home and then us being the kids of the kids. So my grandparents really became these like authority figures and really kind of like parents